Hey, I just wanted to jump on. I just listened to a really cool talk. One of the speakers from Mind Valley. I don't even know if he was speaking. Oh, yeah, he was at a Mind Valley conference thing. He wrote Conversations with God. His name's Neil. Um, I'm not very good. Mm, that wasn't. Often I don't retain information of um, everybody because there's a lot of stuff, and my mind's not retaining anything. Anything that's not of use. So that's also why I do these videos. But he did speak about, so Conversations with God is almost like a process called automatic writing, and I highly recommend it. It works really, really well once you get in the flow and practice. And I think Rebecca Campbell also uses it, calling it like heart speak, no, soul speak, which is, I feel like it's my heart speaking. And now I'm actually quite consciously aware in my dreams that my heart is speaking to me, and it's like poetry. It's very interesting. But this morning it was more words, just like conversation. So yeah, all of these things we all have the ability to do, and the best way to do it, if you're interested, is just to sit down and just write question. Like you could just write, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And then all of a sudden you might have something come into your head like, you're doing this because you want to talk to me, or, and just flow. And the biggest thing you can do is trust is trust and doubt your doubt. That's what my shamanic teacher said. Trust is trust and doubt your doubt. Because, when it comes down to it, you need to believe in yourself. The biggest thing that I've learnt is the only belief I ever needed was to believe in myself. And that is a consciousness sentence, as in it expands with your awareness and it drops in further and further and further. So, yeah, it really grows, that one. So, what he was saying, a couple of things, is that who am I? So, who am I is one of the biggest questions I think we should learn in school. And not for a career purpose, not for a purpose other than having a relationship with ourselves. Because I feel like this has really gotten misconstrued over the years. And, people like, oh, well, what do you like doing? And then turn it into a career. And it's really, it's not. If you've watched my other video the other day about why don't I want to do what I want to do, it really gets like this distorted thing, because it gets all mixed up with like the self-worth and the loathing and all of the other yuck things in there. And it can turn into this thing. So the biggest thing is like, who am I, as in sitting with self and having self as the number one priority. And for some people, it feels very uncomfortable to have themselves as the number one priority, especially for mothers or fathers. It can be like, no, it's not me anymore, it's my kids, or it's my partner. I'm sorry, but it's not. Well, entirely up to you. That's however you want. But our true self is everyone else. And to have that relationship with self has to be, for me, has to be the number one thing. And that's not disregarding anybody else, and that's not hurting anybody else. It's having the boundaries and the confidence to make that decision within ourselves, to hold ourselves as the number one priority. Because until we are us, we can't be who we need to be for others. And again, this is all my personal experience. So, becoming aware of who we are. And ultimately, and this is what he said in the video too, I am an expression of divinity in human form. And it's so true on so many levels, because that's what we are. Divinity is the consciousness, and we are manifested into human form to be able to experience the awe of who we are and what we are. And he also mentioned that he used the analogy of a candle in the sun, and he said, when you are the flame in the candle in the sun, you cannot be seen. But when you come in human form and you are that candle, why can you be seen? Because here there is darkness. And it is our light within the darkness that allows us to see who we are. And we cannot see our light if not surrounded by darkness. And this has become so wonderful. Like, I've got Khalil Gibran, who wrote The Prophet, and I have just been really getting into his works lately, because he speaks a lot about the need for both, and the appreciation for duality in the dark, so that the light can be there, so that we can truly experience who we are, to shine within the darkness. But first, I believe that the biggest question is, who am I? And who am I not? And that's a big one. Who am I not? Because I think it's like adapting. Personally, I went through life trying to figure out who I am, but all I did was just put on different suits. And you get to a point where I just stopped and said, who am I not? And I'm none. I'm no thing. I had to take them all off. So now it's like living from the heart, where the mind is no longer clutching on anything. And every day is new, because every moment is new, because there's no beliefs stuck in there. The heart is the one controlling, I guess. And like the experience I had about, I'm not in control of any of it. I'm actually just viewing it all. And it's actually quite hilarious. So it's almost like I fell over last night, and I was like, oh, that's strange. But then the pain in my ankle was like separating it from, I'm not the pain. I am the observer of the feeling within the body from the pain. It was a very interesting experience. So yeah, that was my share today. I just the reminder of the importance of the question, who am I? And allowing yourself that time and the space to really uncover that, and then sitting in it too. Like, I love expression, but also sitting in it and just loving that relationship you're now having with self is really special, you know. Thank you.